Yeah, and welcome to the next episode of Bread and Butter Media House with Mr. Manari. The show of a note on this beautiful Monday. It's not a blue Monday, it's a true Monday. It's been a slow one for me, given the exhaustion, that you know how tired I was, the fatigue. Man, I had myself some good sleep last night. But I guess it's reflections of all the activities of the weekend, and maybe it's a culmination of all these fatigues of the week, last week that is, and maybe throughout the year, given that we are now, on the heels of wrapping up this year, man. I mean, how many days left before we get to November officially? I know that it's on the 1st. The festa is on Friday, right? November, so it's like literally 4 days to go before we get to November, which is the 11th month before we wrap up the year. And it makes sense. It makes sense for that sort of fatigue and exhaustion to start creeping in. But not that we should give it to the liberty to do as and how it pleases with us, and just lock us down. We are unable to move, to become productive and all that, because life goes on. Unfortunately, I mean, even Tupac died, but still, hey, life goes on, as he alluded in his words himself. It is Monday. Today? What's the date today? Actually, I got my things wrong. But I just know that today officially my daughter, who's in grade 9, started writing her exams, final exams today, and I guess it's best wishes and good luck to all the learners, man, because I know that is the spirit at this stage of the year. Everybody is just taken aback with all the works of the year, and just put to test with all of it. And this is the determining phase for the next progress in our lives, man. And I hope that is the general sentiment with all of us, where we just want to evolve and revolutionize things, and switch and become better people, disconnect from yesterday and connect into with today, and maybe even with the future, because sometimes what is already gone can't really help us with anything, because even First Men had to write that song. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, but yesterday is something that we gotta live back in that day, in exactly that yesterday. Mr. Manare coming through this afternoon to serve you this beautiful and delicious, not even beautiful, but delicious lunch on bread and butter, and just taking what's the English? Hey, this English alien. Taking it back with imagination and reflection, thoughts and imagination and thoughts and expansion, if I can call it, today, given the season that we're in, I see that it's also a fertile season. It's a conducive season to do our plowing. I know we've had our first share of the rain not so long ago, but Leona, it has not come in full force as yet. But the one time I remember, I think they must have been 2 weeks ago, I was watching. It was really pouring. It was really pouring, and we need more of it. As long as it does not bring us those natural disasters, we could do with some rain. And word of advice to my people out there: let's do our sowing, let's do our plowing now, because it's the new year, and really we will attain the first fruits, man. For others that have done their sowing in time, they're enjoying the fruits now, and others will surely do so in no time if you are to do your plowing today. And of course, that is the metaphoric sense of it, and if we have to really delve into it, we would actually uncover a whole lot of truths about the season that we're in, that we need to really embrace and understand that the favor is on our side. It's that solar return, given the spring equinox that was on the 23rd of September, which was the Basotho New Year. Given that we are moving now closer to December, I guess it makes sense or to call it the season that we're in festive already, or am I too, is it prematurely to be calling it festive? But I think in no time now. I went to Valmol with my wife yesterday. I see they have not get up until their economic manipulation is yet with Christmas decos and all that. But I'm sure anytime now from November we should be seeing a lot of that. Christmas decos, and December we'll be enjoying some Christmas carols when we go into stores, when we go do our shopping and all that. So it's that time of the year again, my people. That season, it has come around, and I give thanks to the Most High to still be alive and well and sound. I know you can hear me, but I just appreciate being well and sound. In this 2024, in this time, in this era, and I just appreciate, man, the year that I've had. It's been ups and downs. It's been frustration of a lot of things, but just to still prevail and be in one piece, I can only salute and give appreciation to that. Hey, what's been happening in the socials? I check a lot of things. That's been trending. I don't mean to recycle that, but I think the one that really caught my attention was with the speaker of Moses Kotane municipality that's in the Mohwas, I think Rustenburg, and I think she lost her cuckoos in the council seating, and it makes me to worry, man. I've been seeing a growing phenomenon of that, what makes us look like lunatics, what one can call sabotage, and or maybe mental health sabotage. I don't know if that's the right way to go about it. But hey, speaking of mental health is a real issue. And I know, speaking of myself, I've battled with some of it in the past, and I know that prayer sets me good, and meditation is good for me and all that. I know that I have since become realigned to that effect, so as to be in good good peace, and without that depression and all that. Yeah, for me it was the depression, the anxiety and depression, and it's a whole, it's different from one individual to the next. I check people sometimes, those that I get to interact with on a number of in various circles, in various spaces. I'm not a doctor, but I can diagnose their schizo or their mental health issues. I know it ranges with others from bipolar, mood swings. Others, it's like multiple personality, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder. For others, it's that anxiety and depression. Others are just pathological liars. And I'm just saying, man, when we're out there socializing, can you please protect our mental health? Because really, Laura, now we've got our own, and we're not bombarding you with it. you know. So can you please just look out for each other's sanity and health, man, because really it's really unbecoming to be subjected to all kinds of mental irregularities by the social output that we find out there in the social compact. So that's the case with that lady, the speaker in Mokwasi, Moses Kotane municipality. She lost her cuckoos. And she was screaming, she was tearing up papers, she was, hey, Chomi! She was telling everybody off and stopping the show and, just really throwing some toys around. I don't know what was happening, what was the case. We don't know the perspective, but the reaction from where I'm sitting, it doesn't look good on you, Mama. I'm sorry, but even if you might have been fighting for a good cause, it doesn't look good on you. So that's what's been happening. Hey, speaking of looking good, I saw Lauryn Hill performing in Amsterdam. Ooh, man, has she matured well, like good and fine wine. Man, a touch of Afrocentric touch in her. Got some beats and all that, matured to put up some, adult look or weight, if I can put it. She's matured very well, and the voice still sounds that same, and I love it for him. And that's Lauryn Hill. That's of course we know that what happens with the media, as we've got our own media houses, because we know that what they can do, they can just lock you out if they don't really like what you do, if they don't promote you, or if you don't promote their agenda, or if you're not in the circle of those that runs the show in these spaces, in this showbiz. So that's after many years of being kept out in the cold. But I know she's been getting hers, man, because even you're not like fumana enwele. So with that same old album, The Miseducation, what is it called? The Misconception of Lauryn Hill. She's still doing the most with that same album. I know there was an in-between Unplugged sessions, and she's been featuring with Bonas and the King's Disease and all that. Yeah, but just to find her still holding her own, that's kudos to her, and much appreciation and love to sit with her one day, or maybe just be in a show. That's all. Where I can just interact with her directly and personally. Mr. Monare, checking also, speaking of Lauryn Hill, because that's in the US. As we continue to climb that hill, we see that Barack Obama has been doing the most with the Eminem lyrics, rapping that his arms are sweaty, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. Remember the song? The crowd is joking now, words won't come out. The crowd is shaking now. Oh, there goes gravity. That same tune, that same blast from the past. I think that was Mobb Deep, in fact. But he's been Barack Obama's been caught, rapping it to an audience of is it Republicans, people, or what? What's Barack Obama? Is he a Republican or a Democrat? I know that the elections are coming around now, but I know that he's supporting the lady that's going against Donald Trump. And so in the backdrop of that, we've had Eminem showing up with his own now campaign freestyle for the same lady that Barack Obama was singing for. What's a Harris? Woman president. Is it that time? Is it a woman king? I know in the past, I'm not so clued up now, but I know in the past that Hillary Clinton could have been the desired candidate of, the first woman president of America, and we will wait to see how it pans out, how it all unfolds, and who takes the lead in the end. So that's what's been happening in America. In South Africa, man, there's a trend of killings that's been happening, especially in the Eastern Cape. I don't know why. A large number of people die, and we continue with life as normal. But hey, I guess the police are doing the bit to go against such crimes of humanity, if I can call it. The Lusikisiki murderers have been apprehended. They've been arrested, and I saw they're showing in court. Man, they were even covering their faces because, yes, you should be shameful of such atrocious act against your fellow black man. Well, against humanity in totality. So to find you doing that, sure, poor, and speaking of that, I hope that the law will take care of its will take course. Justice will be served, and but more than that, I just pray that we don't have that as a precedence now, where you can just come in and just clean out people, sweep people as if this is a movie. This is not a movie. This is real life. And when you kill people, they die for real. It's not like there's gonna be someone who's gonna say cut and let's take that take again. No, so people need to be sober up here and to understand the acts that they engage in. It's a new week, man. It's a Monday. We're going deeper into things. I come through on this 4th episode after a long break, after I could not do this my shooter for a number of days due to my other commitments. I could not afford this time, but just to find this time and be able to come around once more and continue in that same determination. It's the 4th episode. I guess it's the 4th industrial revolution, and Mr. Manara is just coming through on this Monday saying, hey people, let's go out there. It's a new week, it's a new day, and let's do all that we need to do. And we can't wait for the weekend again, but relax, Festive is already around the corner. We're gonna have a Friday every day. Otherwise, let me just give it a halt at that. Mr. Manari just signing out. Come again, dial again, man, and check our tomorrow's episode. I hope that it will be culminating of all that you will expect to find and hear. Mr. Manari, keep sharing the platform with all that you know. Keep sharing with people. Let them know. Let everybody that Bread and Butter Media House is shaking things up in the media space and the podcasting space, and Mr. Manare is really determined, and it's one love and one salute from Nahe Kitalebona again, and keep well and keep safe and sound. One love and one salute. Eitagada.